Women destroyed society and now want men to come back and fix it. So, guys, I've been showing you some of the comments. This has been an ongoing thing. A woman named Jody left a comment on my video, and she said, the real red pill goes far deeper. Society is really messed up in many areas, and yes, we need real men to play it smart and stand up and fix it. Now, my response to this is basically saying that, no man in his right mind is going to take responsibility for something that he has no accountability over. He has no accountability. He has no correction. He has no authority over. So the average man has no authority in society today, or over society, or over women. A woman is a free agent. She can do whatever she wants. She is independent of the man. I completely respect that. A man does not have authority over a woman. All right. And society has authority over everyone. Okay. Men do not have authority over society anymore. Society has, the government has the ultimate authority. So men are walking away. How can you take responsibility for something that you have no authority over? If you're being held responsible for something that you have no authority over, then you had no control over it. So you're basically just a scapegoat. You're a scapegoat. You're nothing more than an indentured servant. And it's ridiculous. Like, I'm going to punish you for something that you didn't do and you had no control over. Guys, what kind of psycho reality is that? And of course, that's how the Sims operate. So I pointed these things out, and of course, she went on to say that I don't know who hurt you, and where you've gotten your values from, but if that's how you are in this moment, at this moment, it's no wonder you're scaring off the women. And it's interesting because she knows that I'm walking away from Western society. We are men walking away from society and relationships in Western society. We say follow the law. We say obey the law. Do not get yourself into any issues. Stay out of politics, regardless of who wins. We all lose. We are basically walking away. We say obey the law. When it comes to things, let the police officers handle it, let law enforcement handle it, let society handle its own issues. Women are powerful, women are independent, women can handle these things. Feminism is the law of the land right now, so let feminists handle the situation. Let feminists deal with society's issues. Let women deal with society's issues. We were told as men to walk away and let women take control of society. Let women have, men had too much power. So now women have the power and let women do what they want with it. And we are walking away from Western society and focusing ourselves, our self-preservation. And of course, she didn't like this. Well, I then pointed out that, there was, the comments between me and her absolutely continued on. And, she said additional things. And of course, there were a lot of men who then went on to respond. There were a lot of men who then went on to respond to the comments that she made. We're going to jump into some of those comments in a moment. However, I want to just delve a little bit further into a little bit of this because, her response to this was, you see, you seem like a person that if you decide to shift your energy and anger into finding out the truth and the real problems of the society, you could inspire and encourage men and women into molding the society into something great again. Would you be up for the challenge, or do you like complaining? So basically, she's shaming me, but then at the same time saying that if I go and if I, as a man, then put my energy back into saving society that is crumbling as a result of the actions of, the matriarchy, then I'll be a man of value. If I don't, then I'm a useless loser, right? Who women are rejecting. How does this make any sense? I can't be a loser. And why would you want to put a loser in charge? Why would you want a loser, okay, that women don't want to be in charge and lead women? This doesn't make any sense. Why would women want to listen to an idiot? Why would women want to listen to someone who they are actively rejecting? That doesn't make any sense. They want us to go and take control of society and not take control, but take responsibility and accountability for what's happening in society, restore society, and then they'll basically pick up where they left off. Now look at these comments from these guys. One guy says, and I love this comment. He says, "Where did feminism lead you? Back to me. Chad knows." I love that comment. I absolutely love that comment. It plays upon the comment from Thanos in the Infinity War saga, where it basically says, and where did it lead you? Back to me. It's absolutely there, absolutely there. Let's keep jumping because these comments are absolute gold. User says, women, Men, please come back and save the society that hates you. We women need taxes on your earnings to pay for the government programs and services we vote for and consume. We need men to put themselves into positions where they will be held liable for our student loans and credit card debt. Please come back. It's so hard for us women doing this adult thing. Living beyond our means is our birth. Oh boy. Mm. Living beyond our means is our birthright. It's not fair. We have to be held responsible for our debts and our choices. Guys, I love this. I love this. I love this comment so much. It just illustrates the present mindset of women. Basically, like, yeah, society's going to hell. Man, you need to come back and rescue us, or else we're going to shame you into oblivion. Like, yeah, yeah, I'm sure, sis. I'm really sure that's going to work for you. And then as we talk about shame, there's a comment from one guy. He says, so the shaming didn't work. So now the begging. I guess they will try the old guilt trip next. My response to this was, next will be religion. They'll say that God says that to hate your brother is to commit an act of unaliving someone. And furthermore, men walking away are doing just that because it's rooted in misogyny and hatred for women. So we will be damned to hell for what we are doing. Guys, this is what they're going to say. This is it. This is why I say stay. This is why I say stay off the streets and stay out of the church. Okay? These Christians who basically tell you you're headed to hell if you don't love your brother. And guys, these are people who cannot survive on their own, and they will use religion and any means they can to shame you, guilt trip you, and use fear against you. Oh, you're going to hell. Guys, this is how the devil operates. The Christians are off these Christians are off the devil. If you're using guilt, shame, and fear to get people to do what you want them to do, that is not of God. That is of the evil one. And they don't care. But why would they? Why? Because ultimately they just want what they want. These are dark, dark people. Very, very nasty people. Nasty, nasty people. Let's check out this other comment. Western civilization is dead. It's not dying. All it is today is picking at the rotting flesh. I'm happily saying I'm glad I am old. I would hate to be young today. Absolutely brilliant comment. There's nothing left here, guys. There's nothing left. Okay? Expecting the boomers to take responsibility, they failed. They failed, and they're just trying to get theirs on a sinking ship. Jerry says Black Pill 2.0 is rebuilding the new side by side with the dead of the old, but rebuilding for ourselves and any family and friends that can be trusted. The key is survival and just looking out for one's self-interest, not any collective responsibility based on some BS variant of chivalry. Guys, this, like I said, they try to use chivalry. They'll try to use religion. Okay? If you don't love your brother, it's the same as unaliving someone. Are you crazy? To not love your brother is to hate your brother, and to hate your brother is the same as unaliving, and you will be destined to hell for all of eternity. Are you kidding me? I just don't mess with this dude. I just don't F with this dude. Okay? I don't hate anyone. I'm not taking responsibility for you. I'm not helping you. I'm not sharing anything with you. I'm walking away. Then that's a form of hatred, and you're headed to hell because it's the equivalent of unaliving. What are you talking about, dude? That's what God says. Guys, do you see how they use fear? They try to use guilt, shame, and fear to control you. If you don't give me what I want, you're gonna suffer. You're gonna suffer for it. I'm gonna shame you socially. Because when they have no more power, when they have nothing left, when they can't use this, when the state won't do it for them, and the Sims won't do it for them, what do? They try to use guilt, shame, and fear. And men have caught on to their game. Guys, why would I help someone that's just trying to guilt me and shame me? Because then you'll change and you'll be doing things right. Aren't you ashamed of yourself? No, not really. You're just using this. You're using this type of backwards logic and argument to try to get me to do what you want me to do. This is one of the same reasons why I'm walking away. You think I'm going to walk back into the arms of someone who absolutely hates me? Get out of here. What you're doing is not an act of love, it's an act of hate. You would not do this to someone. It's tough love. It's what God does. It's what God has ordained. We're trying to show, we want you to be a better person and do what God wants you to do. Guys, do you see why? Guys, I've just been blocking Christians left and right that are spouting this garbage. I've been blocking them like crazy. And I enjoy it. I just guys, I just block them. I'm just blocking them. Don't even waste don't waste your energy on these good for nothings. And that's what they are. That's what they are. They are good for nothing. But let's keep rocking and rolling. Let's keep rocking and rolling. You know, if I let me see. If I have, let me see here. Men don't want to save the society. We will hunker down and survive the chaos, protect ourselves, and then we will be essential components in building a new, better society that rises after. Western society is done. There's no saving this thing. It's a sinking ship. And the only way for something to change is for what's currently here to be torn down and replaced. It's the honest to goodness truth. You know, this it doesn't what we have here does not work. And it cannot be saved. It 100% cannot be saved. It cannot be saved. We cannot save the society. And forgive me if I go through some of the ones that have already gone over. I'm just like jumping through these. Let me see here. Find one I haven't. Okay, so we went through that one already. You know, and what I've done is, like, you know, I just pulled out as many of these screenshots as I could, because I wanted you guys to see what was happening, what these women are saying, what these simps are, what men are saying. There's a good one. This is a good one. He says, interesting communication you got. There are a couple of sayings that I usually fall back on when dealing with such views. Consider the source and take what they say as a compliment. You can't argue with stupid. Guys, like I said, I hate stupidity. The echo chamber is strong with that one, referring to Jody. Asking the predetermined, you are wrong, who hurt you, be a man and fix what we broke tropes that are common responses from the neo-feminist and far left. There's no incentive to actually do anything and just let things fall apart. Modern Western women have given men two options: relinquish your individuality and mind to just do what you're told and like it, walk away as they don't need men. Well, more and more men are taking option two and walking away. The more men walk away, the faster society falls apart. Women didn't want those men around anyway until they see the tower falling. Then it comes back. Then it's come back and fix it, cries. Those men who stay back are the Chad/Tyrone type who actually find women are willing to sacrifice themselves for more for their time. But they don't have any concern for fixing anything. The other 90% of men are going to be ignored no matter what they do. So they either keep the new course and start over or become the sibs that still think things will change if I dot dot dot. If you notice, the only weapon those women and people on the left, far side, have is name calling and labels. Well, that's where the consider the source and take it as a compliment steps in. You may as well be arguing with a recording as it only repeats over and over the same thing. Don't argue with stupid. Consider the insults as compliments and keep walking away. If you get bored or need a good chuckle, take a peek back and see how things are falling apart after more and more men leave. Guys, this is the perfect comment that illustrates what's really happening. Women destroyed society and now want men to come back and fix it. And men are catching on. The only ones left are the simps who still think that they can change something. Okay? Or the men that are just trying to take advantage of things, because a lot of weak men are just trying to take advantage of women in this situation. They'll say whatever they have to say to get access to physical intimacy or whatever, but they're not actually going to fix anything. These men have no values. A lot of these guys are the biggest cowards you'll ever meet. Guys, if you're enjoying the content, help get the channel to 100,000 subscribers by subscribing to the channel if you already haven't, liking the video, and turning on notifications so never is another video ever again. Women destroyed society and now want men to come back and fix it. What do you guys think regarding this regarding everything we discussed here today. I want to hear your thoughts, so let's talk about it in the comments. Like the video if you like it. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you like the video, share the video. And just remember that all roads lead to MWA, men walking away, and cheers.